Have you ever wondered if the universe is infinite or finite, or perhaps neither? What if all three possibilities were true at the same time? Let's begin with the idea that the universe is finite. To understand this, imagine the famous opening sequence from Contact. Now imagine that instead of traveling through space, you begin to expand. You grow larger than a human, larger than a city, larger than Earth itself. You continue expanding until you are larger than the solar system, then larger than the Milky Way, larger than clusters of galaxies, larger than everything you can imagine. As you continue to expand, more and more of the universe becomes part of you. Until suddenly, pop. You find yourself back where you started, back inside your own body. The largest and the smallest have become the same thing. The universe has folded back onto itself. An endless loop, a cosmic circle, an idea symbolized throughout history by the Ouroboros, the serpent swallowing its own tail. Perhaps such a structure would require a precise relationship between scales. Perhaps something like the golden ratio, a repeating pattern that connects the infinitely large with the infinitely small. If this is true, then the universe is finite. Not because it has an edge, but because every path eventually leads back to where it began. But how can the universe also be infinite? Let's perform a different experiment. This time, we do not expand. We remain exactly the same size. Instead, we board a spacecraft and begin traveling farther and farther, across stars, across galaxies, across unimaginable distances. Eventually, after a journey so long that it defies comprehension, we arrive back where we started, back inside our own body. But something has changed, because we never expanded. Our scale is now completely different. We are so small that a single atom outside our body appears as vast as an entire universe. And so we continue. We travel again. And once more. And once more. Each time returning to the same place, yet each time entering a completely new level of reality. The distances grow exponentially. The scales become unimaginable. The journey can continue forever. The universe remains finite in structure, yet infinite in possibility. But now comes the strangest idea of all. What if the universe is neither finite nor infinite? I want you to do something. point to where you see me. Go ahead. Point. Most likely, you are pointing at a screen. Now let me point to where I see you. I point to my own head. Because that is where I see you. Inside my mind. Everything you experience. The stars, galaxies, colors, shapes, distances exist as an image constructed by the brain. We often say that light enters the eye, becomes electrical signals, travels into the brain, and is transformed into experience. But there is a problem. Every piece of information we ever receive arrives through our senses and is interpreted within consciousness. We never experience the external world directly. Only the information. Only the interpretation. Only the image. The information may come from outside, or it may come from somewhere else entirely. A simulation, a hidden source, a cable, like in The Matrix. There is no experiment we can perform using our senses to verify the ultimate origin of the information, because the senses themselves are part of the system we are trying to examine. It is like looking at a computer screen. The image appears to have depth, distance, perspective, a world. Yet behind the screen there is only information, patterns, signals. The depth is an illusion created in the observer. Perhaps the universe works the same way. Perhaps everything we perceive as a vast three-dimensional cosmos is simply information. A projection, a reflection, an appearance. Maybe nothing actually moves through space. Maybe we never move at all. Maybe we are always in exactly the same place. And it is the illusion that moves around us. So what is the conclusion? The universe may be finite because it loops back onto itself. The universe may be infinite because every change in scale reveals another universe beyond. Or perhaps it is neither. Perhaps what we call reality is simply perception itself. A reflection of consciousness. A story painted by information. And somewhere between the infinitely large, the infinitely small, and the illusion that connects them, lies the greatest mystery of all. The possibility that the universe is not something we live inside, but something that happens within us.